So let's see, enhance. Alphabetical order. Wait, why can't I find it? Elder. Oh, it's because it's by the, I see it. It's by the plant, so I'm looking at indigo. There we go, I found it. Oh, I hope you're having a lovely full moon too. All right, so it says, let's first learn about the plant itself, indigo, and then we'll go into the message, okay? How are you doing, Amber? Love, excellent, Shaz, that sounds great. Let me know if you want tarot, if you want 3 tarot cards, or if you want an oracle card. We do have a Whispers of Love oracle card. You can check it out and see what you prefer, Shaz. Oh, I hope that you can get her down, Amber. Yeah, I just got Arthur down. Good luck. Today feels fine. The energy feels better after the eclipse than it did before for me, so. All right, so it says, this beautiful but toxic plant is native to much of the northern hemisphere and has also been introduced well beyond its natural range. It can be found growing wild in the borders of woods, along streams, or in open meadows. Native American tribes have made use of this plant for centuries for a variety of purposes. Most commonly used as a blue dye, the roots can also be made into teas as purgative or to treat toothaches and nausea. Though it reportedly also causes nausea, so perhaps it's best used in non-digestible ways. I like this book. One of the curious uses for this plant is to keep flies away from horses or other livestock, which gives it the colloquial name shoe fly and horsefly weed. Tarot, sounds good, Shaz. You can find this plant in many parts of the world, though it is perhaps easiest to see it in the wild in North America or in Asia. Native Americans once used indigo as a primary source of blue dye to practice a practice that was later adopted by the industrial textile industry. All denim was at one point dyed with indigo. Oh, that's so interesting. I don't think I realized that. Though it is now done with synthetic color, naturally. All right. Or not unnaturally, I should say. Indigo's virtue as a coloring agent leads us to the oracle property enhance. I'm talking about indigo and enhance. It's our first message for our collective message today. We are often inclined to discard or reject things that are less exciting or remarkable than we would like. Even when judging ourselves, we tend to only value what is most special, often ignoring the solid, steadfast characteristics that make us functional and of value in our communities. Shifting your perspective or routine can bring new life to relationships, situations, and thought patterns. Before discarding something, try changing the way you think about it. Simple changes can make a world of difference when you are in a funk. D? It says from D. Oh my gosh, awesome! We got our first sale of the reading. This is so exciting. Hey, I was collaging today too, Allison, and you came across an article on dyeing using indigo? What an amazing coincidence. So D, are you here? Thank you so much for ordering a reading off of Ko-fi. It says, oh yes, simple changes can make a world of difference when you are in a funk or feeling creatively blocked. Maybe that means a new coat of paint, an out-of-the-ordinary date night, or something as simple as tidying up and setting out a vase of flowers. Beautiful. Indigo is one of your favorite colors, Lars? I love that. Oh, nice. You wanted to read the article first? That's so cool. We were both collaging today, Allison. I love that. We're like on the same wavelength. So again, this is a reading for the collective. What I'm going to do next, this is a preview for the special reading on Ko-Fi, which Dee just ordered, I believe. Your friend did it. It came out so amazing. It was lovely. Oh, Dying with Indigo. So for the next part of this reading, we're going to do an eclipse of cards. So again, this is for the collective. And the first, so these 5 cards are going to be, what energy have you been dealing with? What has been going on? What's in the air? Okay, so pull it like this. 1, we have the crone. 1, 2, 9 of chalices. 1, 2, 3, 2 of wands. We're going to make a circle with these. 3 of chalices, and lastly, 1, 2, 3, 6 of athames. This feels to me, oh, it's the 5 of wands, not 2 of wands. There we go. So we're making sort of like a flower full moon here with all of these cards, and this is the energy. This is where we're coming from, what we've been dealing with. And what immediately it feels to me, it's like kind of looking at what is happening and saying, is this serving my highest good? This is for the collective, for anyone who just came in here. But I feel that with the crone, it's kind of like drawing from that wisdom of elders, or kind of thinking in the long term, thinking like what serves me throughout my life. And the 9 of chalices being this sort of like manifestation, fire energy. But in doing so, you might be called to like be making changes in your life, which could have been causing conflict. That has certainly been happening for me. 100%, when I've been like wanting to kind of set a new boundary or shift some things around, and then people around me like don't like that shift, but I'm like, well, look, I'm thinking long term, you know? So I feel that a lot. And then we've got the 3 of chalices and the 6 of athames. So I think this has a lot to do with people in life, like maybe social situations and deciding what serves you, what doesn't, what do you need to leave behind, you know, even if it hurts. So maybe this is the place that we're coming from. Dee, thank you so much for ordering the reading. Dee, I'm so glad that you signed up, and welcome. I'm so glad that you were here. Yes, perfect. Yeah, welcome. Yeah, so right now I'm just doing the reading for the collective, so you can kind of get a preview of what it's going to be like. And then I've got a love reading, and then I've got yours, Dee, okay? But I'm so happy that you're here. And thank you so much for ordering the reading. It means the world. So now what we're going to do is we're going to eclipse these cards. And we're going to see what's coming in. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 6 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3. 10 of chalices. 1, 2, 3. 2 of chalices. 1, 2. Knight of chalices. Wow, a lot of emotions. 1, 2, 3. And the she, the fairy realm. Yeah, so I mean, it feels like really good energy that's coming in, but there's a lot of stuff in the emotional realm, but it feels like really good stuff. It feels like more coming together. Like perhaps with that clearing out energy, the sort of facing issues, you're kind of making way for new connections to come in, things that are more right, more aligned with your path. Six of Pentacles, generosity, having this like feeling of flow, of gratitude, of abundance, and perhaps that abundance is coming right back. We've got the Knight of Chalices, which is like, yeah, like going forth, following your heart, maybe someone coming in who's like an emotional connection, and the She, which is healing. So I feel this a lot, so let me know if you all do too, since this is the collective. But by the way, did you like that eclipse thing? I was so excited to kind of come up with that idea today. But yeah, I feel so much that I've been facing a lot of the hard sort of stuff, and it seems to me like in doing so, in making it through that, it's really going to pay off. It's going to pay off emotionally. It's going to pay off abundance wise, like where we're clearing the energy out to bring in the things that are actually more aligned with our path. So that's gorgeous. So that was our eclipse, our flower moon. It's kind of like a flower and a full moon eclipse. We had enhance with it as well. So it's like having gratitude for already what's here, but then perhaps enhancing it, like taking our power and saying, what can we do to enhance this? Now for our last part of our collective reading, we'll pull from the Rose Oracle. Hey, Dead Chrome. I know, it's a later stream. I like to come on late on the full moons, new moons, and Sabbats. It's good to see you. You like the spread, Shaz? Thank you so much. Yeah, I designed it especially for this particular moon. So if anyone would like it, you can get it off of the coffee shop. Dee did, so but we'll do your reading, Shaz. So we've got Shaz and then we've got Dee next. Oh, Dead Chrome, that means a lot. All right, so this is for the collective. What is our rose message for this reading? What is our rose message? Our two flower guidances, right? We've got indigo, and let's see what our rose message is. Held. Sureness of the soil, unseen help, support, and community. Gorgeous. So let's read about it. But I just feel like it's like, if you've been going through something, if it's been hard, I have, so I'm right there with you. If so, then there's the supportive energy. It's like, hey, it's all going to work out. This is for the best. Like, see it through. You're being held. Let's see what it says. Held. When times are turbulent, to keep ourselves steady, we need something to hold on to. When things are crumbling around us, we must find something we can count on that won't budge. Deep roots to hold us steady when the winds of change come blowing, a supportive community around us. When we leave home, we must find something to hold us. When our lover leaves, we must find something to hold us. When the job ends, we must find something to hold us. When our parents die, we must find something to hold us. When we think there's nothing holding us, it's an invitation to find new supportive ground. This is where we can discover the sureness of the soil, the holding of the roots, and reach out to our community for extra holding. We were never meant to grow on this earth alone. Sometimes life rips from us what we cling to the most, or perhaps we cling to it for we can feel the cycles of change coming. Oh my goodness, Vilcunel? Did I say that right? Welcome, thank you so much for following. It's so good to have you, and happy full moon. Yet in the darkness of our longest, darkest night, we discover that it's in the empty spaces that we can be reached and held the most. It's in these that we discover a holding that we didn't know before. And we discover that what we thought was a tomb is actually a womb. That's gorgeous. You're being called to trust that the Great Mother has got you, to trust in the sureness of her soil, to trust in the process of what's unfolding, and that you're not going through this alone. So here are a couple questions you can think about to take this reading with you. But I feel like very strongly like this was such a powerful message that I think could, go to anyone in the community. How can you call in more support in your life? What's holding you right now? So there we have it. So if you, like me, have been going through challenging times, then it's all for a reason. It's for a higher purpose, and you're being held by the universe. And truly you can think of this as like it's a creative path in life. You're enhancing your experience by moving more towards your highest truth. That's so beautiful.